What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate your support. Guys, I'm going to sit here and talk to you today just a little bit about the Tyre Nichols trial and the news that came out yesterday, talking about a little bit about the 300 hours supposedly of videotape and audio tape that they're supposed to be releasing out to the public. We don't know when it's going to come out, and some more details involving the Tyre Nichols case. Primarily, the situation with Emmitt Martin and his attorney William Massey, and the direction they were going to go as far as defending and trying to get off from the charges of killing Tyre Nichols. And I want to talk about that today. I want to talk to you guys specifically, though, about the defense strategy that I think the attorney William Massey has for Emmitt Martin III. And this is what I think it is. Now, we've made a lot of predictions on here. Most of them have come true. The rest are still out. Because I mean, some of the timelines haven't lined up for where, we see things going. But this right here, I was thinking all day when I was out working. I mean, it was just rattling in my brain about the situation of the timeline of what all of the lawyers said, how some of the lawyers are staying quiet, and how one of the main lawyers that spoke in defense in public about their client and trying to proclaim the innocence of their client is one William Massey, who represents Emmitt Martin III. Now, earlier, if you guys have been with me long enough, where we started from the jump with this news when it first came out about the camera and the beating video, you guys can remember this in some of the videos I showed. We're just going to focus on William Massey and Emmitt Martin. Now, William Massey, when he first saw the video, out of the lawyers talking and proclaiming innocence, he never said if he was innocent or not. Now, I don't know if this is because he's a seasoned lawyer, and I think he's a very good lawyer. Let me not take that away from him. And I think he has a genius way of trying to handle this, but I don't think it's going to work. But anyway, listen. When he spoke, I noticed he said, hey, this is a big deal. He never said if he was innocent or guilty, like a lot of other lawyers in the case said, hey, my client is innocent. Defense lawyers come out and talk. He said, this is going to take some work. He's going to take, and that was one of the first telltale signs. You said, they can't win this. They know they can't win this. It's going to take some ingenuity and an intense strategy to get this out. Today, I'm going to talk about that strategy. Another thing he said is, before we get into the strategy, another thing William Massey said, we might have to move this out of the city. We might have to go to another state. Another place. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Them moving this case, right, to another city. Yesterday, the reason why I'm doing this video was yesterday. You guys remember, if you've seen the video, yesterday he said, "Oh, I have two lawyers." Would say, who are these two new lawyers on his defense team for Emmitt Martin III? Both of them high-profile lawyers from Knoxville. Now, if you put two and two together, he wants to move this thing out of the city of Memphis. His reasoning for it was, all the evidence was strewn out there. The video, the public seen it all. It curbed their, it curbed their opinion of the 5 officers that are fighting for their lives. It's a no-win situation. No, the video showed it was a no-win situation. Now, so they want to go somewhere else where it's not as hot. They're not over the center of the flames, but you're still in the frying pan. You can't go nowhere. This is a national case. Everybody knows about this. Everybody has seen it. Or if you say the name, somebody say, okay, come on. You say George Floyd's name or anybody else's name out there, people remember that name. It's synonymous. So is he synonymous with Tyre Nichols. You understand what I'm saying? So you hear Tyre Nichols' name, he was beat by 5 officers. This is the one that did most of the damage on him. So he the hardest one to hide in plain sight. Y'all agree or disagree? Check this out. I'm gonna give y'all 3 reasons why he's trying this strategy of moving away. And I think, in fact, I'm almost sure of it. He's trying to take this trial. I mean, he can't lead the state, but he's trying to take the trial to Nashville, Tennessee, which is right up the road from Memphis. That's what he's trying to do. I think it's a good strategy, but I don't think it's going to work. And the reason why is, before I tell you these 3 reasons, remember the state of Tennessee, right before they went to court about them trying to get separate trials? What the state of Tennessee say? The governor and all them, hey, keep them together. Don't get them that, told Memphis, don't get them separate trials. Don't give them separate trials. Keep them all together, because they did it all together. Y'all remember that when I did that video? And I was like, yo, they finished now. You can't get separate trials, it's over. Now, watch this. This is why they want to move it to Tennessee. They want to use, because remember, he's the one in the most trouble with that video, y'all. I mean, they got him punching on Tyreek, kicking him, all kind of stuff. They want to use the video evidence effectively in their favor. Meaning, they would go to Nashville, right? Yeah, this thing had it caused national outrage and all this stuff, but the epicenter was in Memphis. So they don't want the jurors from Memphis. They want to get them from Knoxville. Knoxville, I've been in Knoxville before, and I've been in Memphis. It's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Both great cities. Shout out to both. But it's a different vibe out there. You know what I mean? The video evidence, and the reason why I say like the video, them having the video evidence and all of that stuff, the opinions from city to city may range from what is considered excessive force. Y'all hear where I'm going with this? People in Nashville might have different idea than the people in Memphis. In Nashville, their policies, policing policies, might be different as far as excessive force and how to take down someone who's not willing to, fall down or whatever. Because remember, they kept saying, oh, he was really strong. Oh, he was on something. We couldn't control him. Memphis ain't buying it. Nashville wasn't the epicenter. So they think they got a shot because the video has to be shown. And they show it to a different city with different philosophies on law and order. You understand what I'm saying? These people are just grasping at straws. But that's what I think is the first thing they're trying to do. They want to sway people from that videotape that is not in Memphis, dealing with the Scorpion unit when they was out, hearing the stories, knowing about how Memphis police do Memphis citizens, and take it somewhere else. Because you remember, it's a universal way of people think about the police, whether it's good or bad. And if you can move it from where this happened to somebody, they got somewhat of a chance to sway the masses. So that's the first part. Second thing is this. I want you to hear me. I think they're looking for a certain kind of juror. I'm serious. I want you guys, I'm going to tell you what I think the type of juror they're looking for. Because these guys pick their own jury. They're looking for a certain specific type of person to be in the jury box for this case. See if you can guess, and if you disagree with what I'm about to say, leave it in the comments, because I really want to see what you guys, we talk amongst ourselves. I really want to see what the community out here has to say. See if you feel me on this. They black, Tyree Nichols is black. That's one of the things that really intrigued me about this case, right? They want somebody that's not black, right? They want somebody that's old. And if I say old, they try to get some old elderly people. That's what they trying to do. And they also try to get somebody that's one of them people that's pro police, no matter what, the police are right. And it's that, and they want to end it because they interview these people. They're going to ask them a series of questions to see what their mind state is, to see if they can sway them with saying basically this. He's a big guy. Look how he had to hit on Tyree and he never went down. He was on something. Now I ask you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that man is very thin, almost frail-like. And this football player, as big as he is, representing the boys in blue, in the line of duty, doing what he has to do, still couldn't take him down. What other choice did he have? He can't let him go. See, he trying to sway that stuff. And then you get people that are pro-police, like, like a super pro-police. He trying to get them type of jurors like, hey, no matter what, the police are right. They trying to find them type of people. They're not going to be black because, there's a big thing nationally about how black people feel about the police and the way they are policed in this nation. They don't want no black folks. They want to go up there to Rocky Top. You know what I'm saying? They want to go get somebody old, non-black, preferably white, old people, and get them to represent him. He's an officer of the law. You gotta be right. Watch. Y'all might think I'm crazy. Stevie Boy knows something. Y'all might think I'm crazy. I think they going for that. That's why they trying to shoot the Knoxville. And because they got the two Knoxville representatives now, we have lawyers from Knoxville. We can't effectively run this trial because we don't have our database with us. Watch this crap they try to pull. And I think he's smart for trying to do that. Because, ain't no way in hell he gonna pull that off. Ain't no way they grasping that air. Like, the surface is right there. Their fingertips is breaking the surface and they drown. They grabbing for anything. You know what I'm saying? They grab for anything. This is the last thing, and I'm gonna get out of here. They also going to Knoxville. Now remember, we got the videotape that's going to be seen. We got jurors that we're trying to pick that are pro-police. No matter what, the police are doing their job, and they can be easily swayed by somebody saying, hey, he was just doing his job in a line of duty. This man puts his life on the line every night, and this that. He shouldn't be succumbed to this. He gave us his all. Why can't we? The bullshit. This is the third part with that both said. Tell me if y'all feel this. They want to go to Knoxville to discredit Desmond Mills and possibly Preston Hempfield's testimony. Why? Watch this. He turned state's evidence, Desmond Mills, testifying on the prosecution against the defense as a fellow police officer that was standing out there at the scene. This is what they're going to do. Anytime he goes and says something, they're going to battle it with these older jurors. He has no credibility. Look at him. He jumped over there. He's just as guilty as everybody else. Mr. Mills, did you not strike Tyree Nichols? Nobody knows. This game they playing. Nobody knows who hurt him or if the injuries even resulted in his death. That's why they pushing this. He was on something. So when he opened his mouth, they're going to try to play Desmond Mills Jr. against the jury that they think they can manipulate in the mind because of how they see policing and law. They're going to do that. That's why they're trying to push it. Do I think it will happen? Hell no, I don't think it'll happen because it all happened in Memphis. It's going to stay in Memphis. But this is his ploy, and I think it's genius. I think that's genius. If they could pull that off, it would be genius. But it's not going to happen. That's why he keeps saying early in the thing, we might have not. This shouldn't be done in Memphis. That's why they was pushing for separate trials, because if they push for separate trials, everybody got their own strategy. If he say, hey, I want to go out there because my lawyers are out there, my law team, my defense team, my dream team is out there. Now we want to give him a fair trial. It's all about him. They would have to open that up. But see, because they tried as a group and it happened in Memphis, it's going to stay in Memphis. So he's stuck like Chuck. There's something to think about, man. Leave me a comment on it and tell me if you think anything of those three things is true. The tape don't lie. He gonna have to explain the tape. They got to get jurors where he can make it believable and explain in said tape of his actions. And number 3, when Desmond Mills Jr. start talking, right? They don't want to hear none of that. They got to be able to discredit him, because how are you turning on your own? You were there. How dare you? We were surprised. Remember yesterday in the video? William Massey was talking. Yeah, we were surprised that he did do that. What did Desmond Mills do? He's supposed to just stand there and be quiet. You don't give him your emotions. He had the mask where he said, yeah. When he did that, I knew. I said, I got it. I got it. I know they're going to try to use that by going somewhere else where they think this thing wasn't hot. I mean, you know, Nashville, they might just show it 1 or 2 times during the week, you know, when it first came out. Yeah, some craziness happened in Memphis. Yeah, but they show it like everybody else does, and then it goes away. But in Memphis, it's stuck because that's the epicenter of the BS. They're not going to let them get away from this. State of Tennessee already said, nah, you're not having separate trials. Tell them no, keep them together. That was a green light for the Memphis judges. Be like, nah, you're not. So I don't know where they're going, but I mean, when you're grabbing for air, man, trying to break the surface, you grab anything. We'll see how this goes. This is going to be a trial for the ages. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. Please leave me a comment. And as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I say comment twice. I'll see you guys in the next video. Just something to think about before the weekend comes. Take care.